If I asked you how AI is making you feel today, would you respond with frustration? Would you be over it? Would you possibly be loving it? Whatever you are feeling, you are likely sticking with it though, because you understand the potential and the value this technology could bring you. We're all doing the same version of that dance. How much do I adopt this technology into my life against the value it will bring me? Your colleagues will be on a similar journey, as will be your employees. It will be a front and center topic for your customers, and for that reason, also over at every one of your competing businesses. So if we are all weighing up the value of technology in our own lives, what should it mean for your business? You might not be weighing up AI directly for your business just yet, but in any shape or form, the reason we bring technology into a business is the same. It's to bring value. It might be to reduce costs, to deliver a better customer experience, to open a new sales and revenue channel. So the question I propose to you is, what is the value of technology in your infrastructure, for your staff, and to your customers? Today is something a little different because I wanted to share a presentation I gave recently with our partners at 2N. It's a presentation on the value of technology in hospitality and how we realize the value through our complementary products as a complete solution. So let me show you what that value can look like. Centro helps businesses capture additional revenue from existing customers and infrastructure. We sit across the customer journey from ordering and bookings to access and upsells, converting demand that would otherwise be lost, manual, or inefficient into measurable gains in revenue, customer satisfaction, and operational efficiency. We bring value and solutions for multifamily residential developments and luxury living, the modern workplace and other modern communities, hospitality, hotels, spas, and wellbeing centers, as well as service providers and bricks and mortar enterprise. Today, through the lens of hospitality, let me demonstrate some of the value that we capture. This is a boutique hotel, 45 rooms, and with a 65% occupancy, that works out to be roughly 30 guests on any given night, interacting with the amenities and the staff. If we put a digital guest experience in their hands, our guest app, and we amplify the utility and engagement through the touchpoints around the site, like kiosks at the entryways to amenities, the informative placement of open appointments at the Wellbeing Center, for example, will be seen as utility, not promotion. If we can use that to lift just 2 additional bookings a day, at £100 an appointment, that is £70,000 a year in additional guest spend on site. If I switch over to operations, but actually concentrate on the digital guest experience that your clients are actually wanting, digital check-in, well, let's meet that demand. If your team can facilitate the incoming guests' needs remotely through our guest management dashboards, and your guests have the ability to check in, be provisioned digital keys, and welcomed on arrival through our guest application and the digital touchpoints throughout your site. On a small site like this, if we conservatively take the front desk full-time employment requirement from 3 down to just 2, this would be a saving of £30,000 a year. And when the whole ecosystem is now running as one seamless experience for the guest and operator tool for your team, we can concentrate on the guest experience and personalization and earning their loyalty. If we can encourage just 5% of the guests to book again and book direct, that would be 500 additional bookings a year. just the additional revenue of not paying the 15% OTA fee on those 500 extra bookings is worth £22,000. These three conservative examples are worth north of £100,000 a year. So now what is that number when we bring in the other facets of the business? And if you're running a portfolio, what is the potential for value across the brand and the other properties that you operate? What brings this value though? It's not a standalone app, device, or an integration, but a connected platform. An ecosystem of digital engagement across 3 layers. For your customer, every touchpoint branded to you, connected to their identity and their preferences and their payment. On any device, including their own, in any location. For your operations, we are talking about order management, customer communication, analytics, dynamic content, promotions, and the managed use of AI through MCPs and our internal tools. And finally, for your infrastructure, Centro connects to the tools and the operating systems, as well as the on-site hardware that are already incorporated into your business. One ecosystem at every touchpoint, a place to bring value with every property running the same. Let me show what one of these connections works with 2N, for example. This is the 2N IP style. You may be familiar with it for its intercom and access control features. But with Centro, it has the dynamic capability to represent your business at strategic locations throughout the site. Set up as a commercial kiosk, this one touchpoint does 3 different jobs. First, a branded welcome and digital check-in. On arrival, showing the confirmation email QR or entering a booking code delivers a personalized welcome. It completes the check-in process, links to their digital access credentials, and promotes in-stay services. Second, autonomous access, discovery, and payment for walk-in customers. As new customers arrive at the door, they can browse the availability options, scan to hand off to their own device, or be connected to a reception desk where they complete the transaction and receive a digital access credential for the appointment. And finally, for your staff and your service providers, we use the digital touchpoint to manage day-to-day tasks, clocking on and off, suite access, and logging completions in real time. For service providers, that looks like a work order code entered at that touchpoint, confirming their location, delivering them next steps, and gathering the required information to issue the correct access credentials for that job. One device, guests, walk-ins, and your operations. So where can we apply this and our other 2 integrations across the site? Well, looking back at that 45-room boutique, we're talking about per guest QR access to the suite, the site, and the amenities, commercially activated single-use and rotating PIN codes, dynamic promotions, branding, and upsells mirrored across the entire site, mixed ownership vacation, villa rentals with service request buttons and 2N IP indoor units, the use of My 2NRA for a distributed system across sites or an entire city. And finally, operator insights from real-time usage across all of the devices. If this has you thinking about the value of technology in your business, or for the clients you look after, do reach out. Send me a message and I'll walk you through the value mapped to your opportunity. I am all about discovery, and I'm open and keen to understand your business and where we could bring you value. You'll find me right here on LinkedIn and at centro.network.